4K displays are awesome. I mean, they make things so clear and razor sharp, but they've got a problem sometimes when it comes to Windows 10 applications. They screw up the menus and the dialog windows. Well, I think I found a way to fix that, and I'm going to show you it right now. Okay then, let me show you an example of the problem. LibreOffice. You see I'm going down to the taskbar and I'm starting LibreOffice, which has plenty of menus and plenty of icon stuff, and immediately I see right off the bat that these two folders, the open file and remote file icons, they're not being drawn well. They look like something out of Thor Ragnarok, but what they should really look like is manila folders. So I see immediately that something is wrong. Also, here's another artifact. I click on drawing, and I try to draw a Bezier curve. Okay, so I just see there's the curve. I'm going to look at the points of the curve, and these points of the curve, when I select them, okay, I'm going to zoom in on them, I should be able to see the control lines so I can control the characteristics of the curve at that point, and I don't see them. They're there, they're just being drawn badly by the software, or in a way that's incompatible with the 4K display. So let's get out of that, and I'm going to show you how to fix it. Okay, and the way to fix it is to go to the properties of the software. So in the case right now, and that if you have an icon for the software on your taskbar, that makes it a little bit easier. You just right click on the icon, and then you see one of the choices is the executable. Here in this case, the executable is LibreOffice 6.0. I right click again, and one of the menu items is properties. I click on that once, and I go over to compatibility. Click on compatibility, go down, and you see override high DPI scaling behavior. Check that, and then you have to select what will control the scaling behavior. Not the application, but system enhanced. Now you could also choose system, but it'll come out a little bit fuzzy. With system enhanced, the system will compensate for the higher resolution, but then resharpen the lines so that it looks like it belongs in the 4K display. Okay then, so we've changed that. Let's hit OK, and let's see what happens now when we click on LibreOffice. There we go. You see our folders over here that were those funky psychedelic colors from Thor Ragnarok, they now just look like a plain old boring manila, which is exactly what they should look like. And let's take a look at drawing those Bezier curves. Okay, so we see that there, and we just select the Bezier. We try to draw it. Okay, now let's check, click on points. Now watch what happens when I actually select a point. Okay, and I want to change it. Okay, you see, I can now see the control line for the Bezier curve. I can do it for that one, and I can do it for this one too. There we go. It's really short there, which is why it's hard to see. There we go. There we go. Now I've got both sides. Okay, those I could not see before because the software application was not drawing the interface properly. Now it is, because we made that change. Now remember it was easy because the program icon was on the taskbar. But what happens if the program icon is not on the taskbar? Okay, let's say for example, well, I tell you what, here GIMP for example, it has the same issue. So let's remove that, unpin it from the taskbar. There are two ways of adding it to the taskbar. One is to simply search for it, GIMP, and then right-click it and pin it to the taskbar, and then we can make the change. You see, and I'm making the change to GIMP right now. I right-click on the GIMP icon. I right-click on the GIMP item in the menu that pops up. I go to Properties. I go to Compatibility, and here I've already done it. Okay. You can also go to the program folder in the in your system drive. So, for example, I think that if I want to go to to make this change, but not on this icon, but in the program bar, I would simply click on the File Explorer, open up a window there, go to the C drive, go to Program Files, go to LibreOffice. It would be under, in this case, under Programs. Sometimes it's under BIN for binary. In this case, it's under Programs. And I'm looking for S-Office because that's the LibreOffice system executable. So let's take a look and see if I can find it. Here is S-Office right here. I right-click on that. I can see Properties. I go to Compatibility, and it's already been done because I did it over here in the taskbar. It's also done in the main program over here. Okay, and so anyway, it helps you get a little bit familiar with the program folder in your system drive, and that's it. And that solves the problem really, really well. Anyhow, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope it helps you if you've had that problem, and please be sure to like the video. Thanks. My name is Michael, and this has been a blast.